What's up, guys? How the fuck? I was gonna do it again. Oh my god, I've got to stop doing that. It's because I say to like my friends, like, how the fuck are you? Like, and I try not to do it on here. But then some of you say to me, Adam, you should just really just say it. If that's how you feel, then you should just say it. But then some people say there's children watching. You know, it's not right to talk like that, blah, blah, blah. I don't really know what kind of the side of the fence I fit on. Usually I'm very much a person like, if you don't like it, then you can jog on, build a bridge, walk over it, whatever. But then, you know, like, there are children. I kind of don't disagree with swearing, and I think children should hear swearing. They should just understand that they're not allowed to say it, and that there are certain times when they can't say it, even when they're an adult, etc. I'm not really sure, so I don't really know how to kind of deal with the whole sort of swearing situation. So I do try and keep it to a minimum, but what can I do? Maybe you guys can let me know what you think down in the comments, but we've just spent a whole minute discussing whether or not it's right to swear. Anyway, fuck that, let's move on. So, remember yesterday I spoke to you about this whole Patreon campaign. I thought about it overnight, and I definitely do not agree with this whole idea that you get videos early, or you have to pay to watch videos, you have private videos, all of this kind of crap. I definitely don't believe in that. I also think that if you're doing YouTube as a job full time and you're not earning enough from it, that shouldn't give you the excuse to say, oh, ad revenue's not enough, I need more money, blah, blah, blah. I say, if that's the case, get off your ass, go and get another job, because being a YouTube creator is a privileged thing, not something that you just deserve to have as a God-given right. So I will never ever be in a situation, unless YouTube drastically changes, that is, and maybe goes bankrupt or something, I don't know. But, you know, you guys obviously know what I'm talking about. For the foreseeable future, there will definitely not be a pay-to-watch videos, private pay videos, the battery things coming up on the screen, pay to get videos early or anything like that. Definitely not, no, by any means will that ever happen. Now, a lot of people have said, though, to me that if they could contribute a small amount towards getting the AJ show back, and a couple of other things, then they would like to do that. So if I do it, and I'm still not even sure how I know how my morals sit on the other one now, but in regards to this particular bit, I'm still not sure, so I need to think about it a little bit further before I do it. But then I think, well, I know so many of you love the AJ show. Who am I really to say that you shouldn't contribute towards getting it back? I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know, I need to think about it longer. But if I ever did do it, it would be a situation where I said, look, I'm going to try and bring back the AJ show. If we can get some money to fund at least a part of it, then I'll bring it back. But even if I did that, it still wouldn't be just for those people. It would be for everyone. It would be free. It would just be that if people did want to contribute to bring it back, then they can do that. And the reason, like I said yesterday, like I say about the AJ show in particular, is because it takes several hours out of my time and someone else's time as well. And if I work out my hourly earnings, and then the amount it costs me in terms of other expenditures and the other person that comes over here, then it's a significant amount of money. It's not a small amount of money. My hourly rate, if I work that out over those 3 or 4 hours, or if I put the value on, I could be spending those 3 or 4 hours with my son, it's an extraordinary, quite a high value. So for me to actually be able to spend that amount of time doing something like that, that earns me 2,000 to 3,000 views, which works out at about £2 to £3 if I'm lucky, you guys can obviously understand that that is just not, I just can't do it. If I was a multi-millionaire, I'd do an AJ show every day, just because I love giving you guys the content that you enjoy to watch. But in the real world at the moment, that is just not a viable option. So if I ever did do it, it would be for that, and it would be a choice, and even people that didn't contribute would still get to see it. But like I say, even then, I'm still not sure about it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. A more sort of descriptive, description really, down in the comments. But by no means will any video ever be just for people that pay, and it would never be that they get it early or anything like that. And it wouldn't be, oh, I'm not earning enough from AdSense, so give me some more. It would be that one kind of situation. So let me know what your thoughts are about that. Today's been quite a sunny day, actually. It's had sort of storms and whatnot, on and off. But I had to pop out at lunchtime and buy some Mithrax crabs for my fish tank to take care of a little algae problem that I've got. So popped over to the shop to grab them, roof down, had a little haircut as well, as you guys might be able to tell, and then I had to make a little personal video for a friend on the internet, and all of that kind of stuff will come out at some stage in the not too distant future, so that should be fun. Now, another thing I was going to talk to you guys about, I've completely forgotten what it was, but I'm definitely going to talk to you about. That was it. Meetup tomorrow. So it's awesome that I get to come and meet a whole bunch of you guys tomorrow. I've done these quite a few times now. I do take time out to come out and meet as many people as I possibly can. Other people may not necessarily do that, but I always do. And tomorrow, I believe we're going to have somewhere in the region of 30 to 40 people meeting up in London. Last time there was about 25, and it was great. Tomorrow there's going to be even more, and I've got some of my personal Twitter friends from literally from right when I first started out on YouTube coming as well. People like Craig, Flawless Fox, who runs Jailbreak Con, Daniels277, who does MrIOSdevices.com and a whole bunch of other stuff. And my friend Shane as well, who supported me right from the beginning, plus a whole bunch of you guys are coming as well, so that could be fun. That was another thing that someone said to me. They said, why don't you start a Patreon campaign so you could do like a meet-up in the northeast of the country, or one in Holland, or one in Belgium, or blah blah blah, you know, contribute towards the fueling of the journey, or something, for example, and come and have a meet up. And I thought, yeah, now that would be quite a good idea, but it's not really the cost of the travel and stuff, it's the cost of me taking the time out, when, like I say, I could either be earning whatever it is that I earn during that period, or spending that time with my family, which is even more valuable. So that's the kind of difficult sort of situation that I'm in, quandary, when it comes to that particular sort of situation. I've been wearing my glasses. There you go, give you a little bit of a better look. It was funny actually, because someone wrote in the comments the other day, you know, I was sort of joking with you guys. I was like, well, I'm not going to let you see. And I was sort of making out like I was embarrassed. I don't ever get embarrassed about anything. It just doesn't happen. And I genuinely don't give a flying FUCK what anyone thinks of me. I think you guys know that by now. So the reason I was doing that, it was just for banter. But someone said to me, oh, you know, you wear glasses, so what? You shouldn't be ashamed of it. You're worrying too much what other people think. But, dude, I was joking. Like, I was definitely joking. I don't give a flying fuck, like I say, what anyone thinks of me. And I actually don't think they look too bad either. What do you think? But yeah, holy shit, super mother faux retina vision with these things on. It is actually quite significant. Makes my eyes look quite huge. Anyway, I'm just talking shit to myself. So, yes, the other thing I'm going to tell you as well is I have been working my backside off for some other things as well. I guess kind of for you guys really, because I don't benefit particularly. I've written 2 applications, one for Android, one for iOS, and I've put a ridiculous amount of time and effort and actually some money in, because I needed help with graphics, and I also needed help with interface coding. I've done a lot of the API type stuff, but I needed help with some other bits, mainly really because of time, to be honest. But I've got these 2 new apps coming out, and they are beautiful. You will have probably seen little bits of it on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but I think they look spectacular. I've put a ridiculous amount of work into them, and they're advertisement free and cost free, so they are totally free applications for you guys. So I'm hoping that you enjoy them when they come out. In addition to that, I've created 2 stores on my website, mrtybox123.com. USA store.mrtybox123.com and store. USA store is obviously for the US, and the other store is for Europe. And what I've done is I've put all of the products, or not yet, I'm working on it, I've put a lot in there already. All the products that I would promote because I have significant faith in them and I think they're great products, or I've used them myself, like the Dell monitors, the microphone, whatever it might be, the Mac Pro, you know, a laptop, who cares, whatever it is, I've put that into my store, and I'm adding and adding and adding to that list all the time. Now, all they are is Amazon affiliate links. So you go through to Amazon and you buy it from there. You're not buying anything directly from me. So don't think that I'm selling you my own stuff, because I'm not. But I think it's good because it means that there's a place that you can go. You can click on phones and look at all the phones that I personally recommend. You can look at all the monitors that I personally recommend, the microphones, the TVs, whatever it might be that I've either had experience with, exposure to, tested, used, whatever. You guys can go on them and check them out. And when you order something, I get like a 2% kickback, 3%, whatever it might be from Amazon. Not many people do it, to be honest. So it's not like I get thousands and thousands of pounds a month in revenue from Amazon. But it does help out a little bit towards funding this, that and the other. And it just at least pays for the hosting of my website and my apps and stuff like that. So that's another thing as well. I'm really excited about that. Go and check those out. I'll leave some links down in the video description. But yeah, I've put a lot of work into that. Don't forget as well, I also pay an editor, Dale, to do all of my website content delivery as well. So he writes all of the articles, publishes them across my social networks, all of that kind of stuff. So it's actually, when I sort of was looking at it the other day, I was thinking, right, 2 apps, 2 stores, a website. I've got my Adam Matthews website with the .ws as the end part, and now I've got now my stores, etc. You know, it's quite a lot going on. Plus Dale doing the website editing and all this kind of stuff. Plus then the videos, the vlog channel. It really is becoming a little bit of a kind of well, quite a large sort of business, if you like, even though it's a non-profit. Making quite a significant loss business. But maybe one day I'll actually break even, who knows. But when you think the one DC costs 10 grand, there's no way I'll make that from YouTube in a year. So that's without all the other stuff. I could probably name 20 phones I bought last year, laptops, iPads, Mac Pro. So yeah, it shows you just how little I do actually make back from YouTube. So any little bits that I can get are greatly appreciated by using those Amazon store links. Plus, I actually think it's a good idea for people that ask me, you know, what product should I look at for this? What product should I look at for that? But that is that. There was something else that I wanted to say to you guys as well, and I've completely forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. This keyboard, this Logitech K750 with the solar. I was a bit worried at first because my sort of understanding of solar was that it had to be proper sunlight, but it doesn't. It just literally charges off of the ambient light from like the screens or any kind of lights in the room, and I've had 0 issues with it so far. It's really worked fantastically. I will be doing that accessories video over the weekend with my kind of review of these little sort of nice gadgety products. I did that thing again. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and I will probably leave it just about there for today. I hope you've all had an absolutely great week, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend as well. If you're going out on the Friday and the Saturday night, as always, please do be safe, be cool to everyone else, and have yourselves a great one. Peace. I just stopped the video and realised that I forgot one thing that I was going to tell you guys about. Remember I was telling you about that girl's laptop yesterday? Well, after that, a couple of people tweeted me and said, take the battery out and try it without the battery. So I did that and it worked perfectly. So I reinstalled a new OS on, I put an SSD in it, reinstalled an OS, blah, blah, blah. As soon as you plug the battery in, it's dead. So I thought, oh, excellent, okay, it's just the battery then. Oh, the other thing was the fans were going like the clappers all the time as well, regardless of whether it was working or not. So 2 issues. So I rang up a local Apple authorised repair place today down in Maidstone, dropped it down there, and I was expecting them to say, yeah, you need to buy a new battery and there's some problem with the fan cable or something like that, £100, £200, whatever it might be. They come back to me and they say, oh, it won't even turn on, there's some issue with it, the logic board's definitely dead, it's going to cost you £500 plus VAT, which is 20%. And I was like, man, I'm not paying that, it's not even worth it, I'll come pick it up. And then they rang me back and said, it's now turned on, we've tested the battery in another computer and it works fine, so there's nothing wrong with the battery. We've actually got it working turned on with the battery inside it, and when we disconnect the battery, it doesn't work. And I'm like, that's so strange, because I know for a fact that literally just this morning, I put mounting line back on it, on a brand new SSD, and it was working fine without the battery plugged in, and now they're trying to tell me that it keeps having all these intermittent errors and the logic board's gone and blah blah blah. So I'm kind of at a bit of a loss as to what to do there. Someone wrote in the comments yesterday, you're always buying stuff for yourself, just buy this for that particular person. It's not as simple as that, and I do quite a lot for both charity and for other people all the time, and some people just don't accept things of that value, so you can't always just do that. It's not about me not wanting to spend money. I would gladly do that, but it would never be accepted in a million years. So, you know, please, you know, it's not like that. I didn't particularly appreciate that comment. And I don't really know what to do about this laptop now. I've kind of left it with them over the weekend. They said they'd play around with it some more, but I don't know if they're kind of talking shit to me, or if they're right and I'm wrong, or if I just didn't have this intermittent problem when I was using it, but now it's started. I don't know what to think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Have a great one, like I said earlier. See ya.